This is rapid fire Chicago Bears style with John Rathbun. John Rathbun, who won 1998, third game of the season, Chicago Bears. What was the score?
Oh, the Bears didn't win a game. They're 0-3.
0-3. What was the final score of the third game?
Well, they lost to Tampa Bay, 27-15.
Who was the quarterback for the Bears?
Eric Kramer.
1997, John. Game 15 of the season. What was the Bears' record?
4-11.
Who were the four winners?
Well, actually, though, that's what their win-loss record really was. 4.
Do you know who they beat?
Well, they did beat. Let's see what they beat. Well, I'm pretty sure they beat some. But let's see. They beat the Rams.
Do you know the three other teams?
Let's see. Well, the Bears' 4 wins that year was when they beat the Dolphins to get their first win of the season after losing the first 7 games, and then of course they beat Tampa Bay after dropping to 1-10, and then of course they. Let's see. I'm trying to think here. Yeah, they beat the Buffalo Bills to get to 3-11, from being 2-11, and then they beat. Yeah, so the Bears' 4 wins were actually Miami, Tampa Bay, Buffalo, and the Rams.
Good job, John. 1999. What was the Bears' record?
6-10.
Who did they play the 6th game of the season?
Well, 6th game of the season was when they played the Philadelphia Eagles and lost.
What was the score?
Eagles 20, Bears 16.
Who were the quarterbacks?
Well, the Bears' quarterback at the time was Kane McNown, who was a rookie quarterback at the time, and the Eagles had a rookie quarterback by the name of Donovan McNabb.
2004. What was the Bears' record?
5-11.
2009. What was the Bears' record?
7-9.
Who was the 7th win for the Bears that year?
Well, the 7th win. How the Bears? Well, they beat the. They did beat the Detroit Lions.
What game was that?
Week 17.
Was that the 7th win?
Right. From
okay.
Yeah, because the Bears went from 5-9 to 7-9, and their last 2 wins were actually in the division because they beat the Minnesota Vikings on Monday Night Game.
John, who was the starting cornerback for the Bears?
Corner or corner?
in 2006?
The starting cornerback, I believe, was I'm gonna say Charles Tillman.
What was the record of the Bears in 2008?
9-7.
The 2nd game of the season, what was the score?
Well, the Bears lost in Week 2 against the Carolina Panthers.
What about Week 5?
Week 5. Well, you mean their 5th game of the season?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they actually won, in which they beat the Lions, 34-7.
Who was the
Ford Field?
Who was the quarterbacks?
Okay, the quarterbacks for the Bears were Kyle Orton, and for the Lions it was for the Lions it was John Kitna.
Okay.
Kitty Kitna.
Have the Bears ever played the Cardinals since like 1992? How many times do you know?
Let's see. Well, the Bears
have they played
the Arizona Cardinals?
Yeah.
Well, they beat the Cardinals in '94.
Yeah. What was the score?
19-16.
Who was the quarterback for the Bears?
Quarterback at the time was Eric Kramer lost his job to Steve Walsh.
Steve Walsh.
Steve Walsh, yeah. Steve Walsh.
He's an old school.
Yeah.
John, who was the Bears head coach in 1999?
Dick Duran.
What was his record?
In his first year, overall.
How many years did he coach the Bears?
Actually went from 1999 to 2003, so that's actually 5 seasons.
How many times have the Bears won 10 games or more in the last 10 years?
Well, let's see. Well, the Bears were 10-6 in 2012, 11-5 in 2010, 13-3 in 2006, 11-5 the year before in 2005. and 13-3 in 2001.
How many losses? Or who were the 3 losses in 2001?
The 3 losses were Baltimore and Green Bay twice.
When was the last time the Bears went to the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl 41.
Where were your seats, John?
Actually, we were in the middle portion.
Do you know your section?
No, but
Can you tell me about that game, the Super Bowl game that you were at, the Chicago Bears?
Well, it was exciting to watch Devin Hester run back a 92-yard kickoff return from his own 8-yard line to start off the Super Bowl.
Who was the kicker?
The kicker for the Colts was Adam Vinatieri.
Okay, what was the final score?
Colts 29, Bears 17.
Would you want to go to another Super Bowl
Well, as long as
if the Bears went?
Actually, though, I can't afford to pay for it out of my pocket, but it was actually a gift because my mom paid for it.
Yeah, but you would love to go to another Super Bowl game, wouldn't you? If the Bears were in it?
Well, I would, though, but I just can't afford it.
But do you think you
I can't afford
deserve?
the tickets.
Do you think you deserve it because, dude, you're like the biggest Bears fan in America? Don't you think?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Well, say bye. Say bye, John.
Goodbye.
Anything else you want to say about the Bears?
I believe they will do fine under new head coach now, which is Mark Trestman. But I was just very disappointed with the fact that they just fired Lovie Smith. But I understand that owners want to win, even though when you're 10-6 and don't make the playoffs, well, it just doesn't matter. So that's words I know of. Oh yeah, because owners feel like they're losing out when their team doesn't make the playoffs.
Anything else you want to say, John?
And that's about it.
All right. Say bye.
Goodbye.